Hi everyone, it's Lottie from Cozy Paper Trails here, and in today's video I'm going to be doing the mid-year tag. I can't remember what it's called, but I've been tagged in it a couple of times and I thought it'd just be really fun to do and reflect on the first half of the year. So I only started tracking my colouring from March onwards this year. That was just low-key, but yeah, I haven't tracked my colouring before that, so I don't have like data and stats and stuff from the whole entire year. I only have it from March onwards, but that's fine. So I'm only going to include things sort of March, April, May and June. So I have done more pages than I'm going to be covering it in this video, but because I haven't written any of them down, I can't remember what I coloured before that. So I'm just going to go with from March onwards, and that is also when I started my posting colouring videos. So my YouTube channel used to be a book and reading channel. Those videos are all still up, but those videos never used to do that well, and also I just stopped posting for ages because I had my daughter. I didn't have time to read much or post much or anything. So once I got back into colouring at the start of this year, I decided to start posting colouring content, and I actually enjoy making that content a lot more than my book content. And also I seem to get actually people interacting with my videos as well and commenting and stuff, which is just makes it more fun. Otherwise it feels like you're just posting videos for yourself, if you know what I mean. Like, I want to chat to other people and have people engage with my videos and sort of be part of a community, and I think that's what I found with this colouring channel. So anyway, this tag consists of 15 questions, and I'm going to go through them with you today and answer them as best as I can. So question number 1 is, how many pages have you coloured so far in 2026? I've coloured, so as I said, I'm doing from March onwards. So I did 13 pages in March, 6 of which were Disney colour by number or colour by number in general. April, I did 15 pages, 8 of which were colour by number. May, I did 23 pages, 15 of them were colour by number. And in June, I did 18 pages and 11 of them were colour by number. So that's a total of 69 pages and 40 of them were colour by number. So over half of them were colour by numbers. So Loki's just come to join in and want some attention. But yeah, over half of them are colour by numbers, and I think that's because I just find colour by numbers are the way I can like properly like switch off, whereas other pages like coloured pencil pages and stuff like that, they take a bit more brain power. So I think that's why I do a lot more Disney pages. And also the coloured pencil pages and stuff, they take me a lot longer, so I work on Disney colour by numbers in between as sort of more easier, quicker kind of pieces. So that's how many pages I've coloured so far in 2026 up till the end of June, because I know this video is going up at the end of July, but I'm not counting any of July in this video. I'm just going up to the end of June. Question number 2, what are some of your favourite pages that you've coloured so far this year? And that's the reason I've got some of these books here in front of me. So I've got 3 to show you. I picked out 3 favourites. The first one is one that I did in June, and it is this one in Mythographic Cosmic Spirit. This page here, I love it. Zoom in a little bit. I just love this page. I love the colours that I chose. I used Prismacolor coloured pencils and some gold gel pen on the text and the constellation and stuff, and then a white acrylic paint pen for some details. But I just love the colour combination in this piece. I really like it. But I think this part here is supposed to be a leg, and I coloured it as sky, but it's fine, it works. And I think it's just really beautiful. Really enjoying this page. And I have started another page in this book, which is this page here, which I don't know exactly how I'm going to do the rest of the page. I'm going to have to try and decide where to go with this next, but yeah, that is one of my favorite pages. And then another favorite page is in A Million Hugs and Kisses, and it is this mermaid page. I think it's because of the color choices that I made. I used Prismacolor pencils again for this page. I've been really liking using my Prismas this year, but I just really like the colors that I chose for this page. They're kind of soft, pastel-y, but also very vibrant at the same time. I'm really pleased with how the water turned out and how shiny her hair looks and the mermaid tail. And yeah, I just really love this page. I wouldn't change anything about it. So it's definitely one of my favourites, and it was probably one of my favourites to work on as well because I really enjoyed it. And then the last page that I picked as one of my favourites is in this bunny book by Catoli. I don't know what it's called, it's like the bunny fairy tale something, but I completed this page and I kind of counted it as a double page because I did the same colours on both sides to make it look cohesive. But they are two single pages really, but I just wanted to use the same colours, and I used Castle Art soft touch pencils and the pastel tint pencils for this page. I'll show you a close up. I just really like the colours and the way it kind of just looks really, I think the colour palette just looks really well together, and I really like the way I shaded it. I just love everything about this page. I think it just turned out really nice. And also there's this one as well. But I'm just really proud of it, and this was my first pages in this book, so I can't wait to come back to it and hopefully keep the rest of the book looking as nice as these pages. But they are definitely some of my favourite pages from this year. The next question is, what is your least favourite page coloured from the first half of the year? Well, this was kind of hard because I don't really have a least favourite page, but I thought I would pick this one, which is this page. It's in the Mouse Yuri's sketchbook. It's called something like that, but this is my first page that I did in here, and it's not that I don't like it, it's just that it's quite boring. Like, there's not really much to it. I based it with Castle Art's watercolour pencils and then went over the top with Castle Art's coloured pencils, and a little bit of watercolour in the background, and it's okay. It's just really nothing exciting. It's just, I don't know, could have done something a bit more exciting with it really. So I'm just picking that one as my least favourite page because it's not one I'm really a huge fan of, and it's kind of making me like not want to come back to this book, but of course I will because it's just stunning. Like, look at this, gorgeous. But I think I'm not going to use watercolour pencils in this book because I just don't think they work that well, and I don't really like the result, so I might purely just use coloured pencils in this book. And I definitely will come back to it at some point soon. Number 4 is, how many different books have you coloured in so far in 2026? I did start kind of counting, and then I gave up because I just lost count and it was just confusing. So honestly, I'm just going to answer this question. I have no idea. I don't know whether it's 20, 30 or even 40. I have no idea. So I'm kind of going to just skip over that question. Question number 5 is, which book have you coloured in the most so far in 2026? And I would say it would probably have to be, I haven't counted it up to know for sure, but I think it is either one of these two Disney Colour by Number books. And this one here, I'm trying to complete. So I'm over halfway. I've done tons of these. I mean, I did do most of these ones last year, but I have started quite a few other ones. I've got quite a few whips in this book. Oh, they're just my swatch things. Yeah, I've got quite a few whips in this book, so this one is one I'm currently working on at the moment. What else? Simba page. These whips here. This one, I did these two, and these two. And this one. So I think potentially this book could be one that I've worked the most in this year, but also this one, because I can't remember when I bought this. I think I might have bought it just after Christmas. It was either just before or just after Christmas. I can't quite remember. But I've done quite a few pages. Oh, quite a few pages in this book. So this is when I used to use Crayola Super Tips, which I will still sometimes, but I'm really just loving it using acrylic markers at the moment. So I've done all these. This page took me a long time. This one, which I need to finish just the background there, which I need to just come back to and get that done. These are all this year. There's also these, but that's in July, so that doesn't count. This double page. Yeah, so I'd probably say those two are probably what I've worked in the most this year, but I can't be sure because I couldn't be bothered to properly go through and do a tally. But that's my guess anyway. Question number 6 are, what are some of your favourite new books that you've purchased so far this year? And honestly, I've bought quite a lot of new books this year. This has been, and I've also been gifted some, and I think this year's just been the year of me buying colouring books, to be perfectly honest. I just wanted to build my collection up. I'd got recently back into colouring, like properly this time. I'm like properly obsessed. So I've bought quite a lot of books. I'm just going to show you a few of my favourites. I think I've picked out like maybe 10 books here. I'm just going to really quickly show you them. Not spend too long going through them, but just give you a quick brief of them. So one of them would be this one, that bunny book that I showed you the page in earlier. I love this book. It's just stunning. I love the art style. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And I bought this from Amazon Japan. Another one that I got from Amazon Japan is this one. This is the Polar Bear Adventure Cruise colouring book. And this is stunning as well. Just look at this. It's just absolutely gorgeous, this book. And I've just done this one page, which is actually probably one of my favourites as well, but I didn't count that one. Yeah, the illustration style is just gorgeous, so cute. So I absolutely love that one. And there is another book, this one from Amazon Japan, which is uncoloured at the moment, but this book is absolutely gorgeous and the paper feels amazing. I really can't wait to work in this book, but again, I'm also a bit nervous too because I want to do really good work in this. I just don't want to mess up a page, but it is absolutely gorgeous. So that is one of my favourites as well. And this book is called something like Travelling with Twins or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but this book is just amazing. And some of my other favourites that I've got this year are my mythographics. I've also got Mythographic Cosmic Spirit, but I've got Mythographic Romantasy, Mythographic Fantasy Forest, and also Fairy Folklore. These are just absolutely gorgeous, and I love fantasy type things, so mythographic books are perfect for me. Yeah, and I got these from Aldi for £1.99 when they had them in the UK in Aldi, which was absolute bargain. And then Fantasy Forest, again, fantasy kind of things as the name suggests. And Romantasy, this one's by a different artist than the other ones. This is by Veronica Kolinska. So the style is a little bit different, but it's absolutely stunning. Absolutely gorgeous book. I cannot wait to work in these. Another favourite is also Leon's Journey, which I'm currently working on this page at the moment. But this book is also one of my favourites. Just look at it. I love the way that Kanoko Agusa draws animals. I find them perfect. Like, I wouldn't change anything about the way she draws animals. I just love them. That's a page that I did in this book. Zoom back out a little bit. Okay. Yeah, and this is definitely one of my absolute favourites that I've bought this year. And also Boulle de Poire by Diane Dufour. I've really been enjoying working in this book so far. I have done a few pages, but it's a smaller book than normal books. Like, this is kind of a normal, like, Joanna Basford size kind of book, and that is how big this one is. They're quite small, but it's quite a chunky book. There's a lot of pages, but it's just a nice little size. And I've decided to work in watercolours in this book. So I've done this one. I've also done, but also the style in this book is very kind of sketchy. It's just really cute, full of animals. I love it. I did this page, which I really like. I also did this page in June, And there is a page that I've done in here in July, but I'm going to save that for my completed pages video. So I've done 4 in this one so far, and I just love working in this. It would be amazing to have this one completed one day. I don't think that would be too difficult because they don't take me that long to do. And then I've got a couple of colour by number books, and this one is your video, and this is like loads of video games, but colour by numbers. The paper isn't the best, which is the only downside, but that's the couple that I've done so far, and I just love the idea of this book. It is so cool. There's just tons of video games like Animal Crossing, which I love. There's Sims, Zelda, Mario, all sorts. It's just a really cool book. I love it. Something a bit different. And then also Classics Volume 3, which I think is also called Grand Classiques Tome 14. This book is just amazing. Like, the solutions in this, they're so detailed. Lots of double pages, lots of really nice bright colours. Like, look at these. They're going to be so fun to do. But I have only done 1 page in this book so far, and I really need to come and do more. I can't wait to do this Winnie the Pooh page. That would be so fun. This is probably my favourite Disney colour by number books so far, but I've only done this one, the Stitch page. But I can't wait to get some more done. So there's some of my favourite new books that I've bought so far this year, or been gifted. I included some of those as well. But then question number 7 is, how many uncoloured books do you have remaining in your collection, and how many new books have you touched so far this year? So the how many new books have you touched so far this year question, I have not counted those because I can't be bothered to go through and count all of those. So I'm just going to show you the books that are uncoloured in my collection, and I'm really hoping that by the end of the year I've coloured in every single one of my untouched books. Let me just quickly count them. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which I think is doable. That's not too many. So I got a few books that were from Amazon Japan. I've got this one, which I think is called The 5 Bears in the Little Town, or something along those lines. And I haven't completed a page in this book yet, but again, the line art is just amazing. Absolutely adorable book, and cannot wait to work in it. It's just a time thing. It's not been me not wanting to work in it. It's literally just finding the time. But this is gorgeous. I can't wait to work in this. And then this one, which I showed you a second ago, which I already gave you a little flip, but that one is also untouched. And then the last book from Amazon Japan that is untouched is this one, which is like the Dreamy Something by Miki Takai. And this book is so detailed. Unbelievably detailed. Look at these images. I've shown this a few times on my channel, but I can't wait to work in it. I love this underwater one. That'll be so fun. I love colouring underwater scenes. It's just such a gorgeous, cute and unique book as well. I've not seen anything else like this. I like that bird one as well. But this is uncoloured, as you can probably guess why, because it's very intimidating and there's just so many little details, and it would be a very long project. The only ones that are a bit simpler are these first 2 pages, but I'm not drawn to those as much. I like the other ones. That book is also untouched at the moment. And then I've got my mythographics, which I showed you a second ago as well. I've got Fairy Folklore, Fantasy Forest. Those are both completely untouched, have not even started a page. And then this Mythographic Romancy, I have started a page in here and then I kind of got stuck, so I never completed it, which is this one here. I need to come back to it at some point, but I think I might do another page first. So I'm counting this as an untouched book because I haven't really barely done anything. I've not got any completed pages. I cannot wait. I'm thinking I want to probably do one with people in though, because I really am just wanting to colour this hair. Just love it. Absolutely love this. And this, I love that page as well. Amazing. So those 3 mythographics are currently untouched as well. And then also I got 3 uncoloured books, which I have not touched, and I got these ones off Vinted, a bundle for all 3 of these ones. I got them last month, I think, so I haven't had a chance to get to any of them. But there is Symphony of Cute Animals, which does have a couple pages started, but that wasn't by me. It was by the person that I bought them off. So there are a couple which have been started very, very slightly in that book, but I haven't done any in there. There's also Garden of Fairy Tale Animals, which I've not done anything in either. And the line work in this is slightly different. It's a bit thicker. You can tell it's an older book of hers, but I still really like it and can't wait to get to that. And then also Kingdom of Curious Creatures, which is my second favourite. Oh no, or maybe my third favourite. I don't know whether I prefer this or Symphony of Cute Animals, but absolutely gorgeous book again. And I can't wait to work in here either. But that is my final untouched book to show you. So I'm really hoping by the end of the year I can colour in all of my colouring books and have a page completed in every single one, so that none of them are kind of left out. Question number 8 is, which uncoloured books do you want to prioritise colouring in the second half of the year? And I kind of answered this already. All of them would be my answer. But if I was to pick a couple, I would say at least one of the Kanoko Aguses, at least one of these Romanticises, and at least one of the Amazon Japan books, I would say, if I had to pick more specifically. Question number 9, which colouring books are you most looking forward to releasing in the second half of the year? So there are a few books that I'm interested to see, but I might not necessarily buy them. So there's Wild Things by Johanna Basford, and I think this comes out in potentially November or something like that. It's right towards the end of the year. I'll put a picture of the cover here if I can on screen. I'm really intrigued to see what this book will look like inside, what the pages will look like, because if it's animals, how she draws them with all the leaves and the flowers and the patterns inside, then I won't be interested and I won't be purchasing it. But if it is animals without patterns and stuff in, sort of in a more like in a scene, if that makes sense, kind of like her Magical Jungle book but a bit less simplistic, then I would definitely be buying it within a heartbeat. So it completely depends what the images are going to be like, but I kind of reckon they're going to be animals filled with flowers and stuff, because that's usually what she does, but you never know. So that one's a maybe. And then there's also Dream Menagerie by Kirby Rosannes. I think that's what it's called. I'm not 100% sure about this one. I think some of the images that I've seen look slightly weird, and I'm just not really sure if that's going to be my thing. I think I'd rather purchase Fragile Worlds by Kirby instead, because I've had my eye on that book, and that's more like realistic animals rather than animals with weird features like hybrids. Because this book, there's like a gorilla with a rhino horn and stuff like this in this one, so I'm just not entirely sure. I'm not completely sold on it, but I'll be interested to see a flip through and see if it can change my mind. And then there's also the Disney Colour by Number Très Grand Classiques Volume 2, which I'm interested in as well. But I would also like to see a flip through of this as well and see what more of the solutions look like first. Because if they're repeats from other books, then I probably won't get it, because I don't really want to have repeated images. But if they're all completely new images, then I would definitely be getting this one. So all 3 of these are a maybe, really. It just depends. I want to see flip throughs of them first, I think. Question number 10 are there any books that you're planning on completing this year, and how much progress have you made? So I'm not actually planning on completing any books this year, because I don't feel like I've got time to complete any of them. I'm not like nearly finished with any book, but the one that I'm definitely wanting to complete, and I will hopefully be completing by the end of next year, is this one, the Disney Grand Classiques Tome 10, which I showed you earlier. I did give you a quick little flip through, but I think I've completed, I don't know, I think like 55 pages in this book out of 100. So I'm getting there with it. It's obviously still going to take me a long time, and I'm definitely not going to have it done by the end of the year. So that's not really a proper answer to this question, but this is the one that I'll probably complete first out of any of my books, hopefully by the end of next year. Next question, question 11. How many videos have you uploaded in the first half of 2026? I did count this. I've uploaded 24 videos, which I think is quite good. I've been trying to upload twice a week. At first I didn't necessarily upload twice a week, but pretty quickly I did decide that's what I wanted to do, so I upload every Wednesday and every Saturday. And since I started uploading videos right at the end of March, I've gained 1,200 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. I feel like I grew pretty quickly. It's slowed down now. Now I'm not gaining that fast, like I'm just gaining a few here and there kind of thing. But I did kind of really skyrocket when I started posting colouring videos. Sorry if you can hear the seagulls and stuff throughout this video, I've got the windows open. But I think that's a pretty good achievement, because when I started posting colouring videos, I already had about 300 subscribers from when I was posting reading content and book content. So since then I've gained about 1,200, which is really good. And I've actually monetized this channel as well, which I was eligible to be monetized right at the end of June. So I haven't earned much from YouTube so far, and that's not the reason I'm doing it anyway. I just really enjoy it. So just earning a little bit of money from my videos is just like a bonus. It gives me a little bit more of a reason to keep going, in the sense of like people are also interacting with my videos, commenting. I've made some really great friends from having this channel as well, which is just amazing. So obviously just earning a little bit of money from the videos is just an added bonus really, and it just helps me out, helps support my family and that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm not going to earn loads from this channel, but it's just a little bit extra, isn't it? So that's something I'm really proud of as well. Question number 12 is, which video or videos are you the most proud or happy with creating in the first half of 2026? I'd probably say I really enjoy my completed pages videos. I love creating those videos because it's sort of like reflecting on your month and seeing what you've done, and it's just really fun to go through everything that you've done. And then also I've started last month my whip takedown series, which I'm really excited about, and I've recently posted the first video in that whip takedown series. And basically I'm going to work through all of my long-term whips. I'm going to pick one per month and create a video of me completing that long-term whip. So I actually completed 2 long-term whips in July, so check out that video if you haven't already, if you're interested. And yeah, each month I'll be uploading another video of me tackling one of my long-term whips, which I just think is really fun. Question number 13 are, what are some new favourite colouring channels that you've discovered in 2026? So I don't know when I actually discovered some of these channels. Some of these channels I might have discovered just before Christmas, but I can't be too sure. So I'm just basically going to list out a few of the YouTube channels that I've watched the most, and the kind of channels, you know, when you'll literally watch anything they post, even if it's not something too interesting to you, I'll still stick the video on and have it on in the background while I colour and stuff like that. So I'm just going to list them out. I've got a list here of about 10 different channels. I'm just going to quickly list them. I'll try and put them on the screen, and I'll link them in the description below as well, so you can check out their channels, because they're all absolutely amazing and they're all lovely people. So yeah, there is Jess at Colouring Bumblebee, Paulina at Paulina Art Stuff, Kate at Kate's Colouring Haven, Joe at Piggy Pens Tube, Chol at Chol Colours, Ali at Colour Mama 360, Erica at Elm Colours, Geordie at Geordie Colours, Ash at Cozy Night Realms, Steph at Steph Colours, and Dana at Dana's Colouring Obsession. So they're just some of the ones. There are more that I watch. I watch quite a lot of colouring channels, but they're just some of the ones that kind of stand out to me and the ones that I would instantly click on as soon as their videos pop up. Number 14 is, did you set any colouring goals at the beginning of the year? If so, how are you progressing with them? Well, I didn't really set any goals, because I only just kind of really got into colouring more properly at the start of the year, so I didn't really set any goals going into the year, so I can't really answer that. So not really. And last but not least is number 15. What colouring goals do you have for the rest of the year, and do you have any YouTube specific goals? My goals for the rest of the year would probably be to just keep enjoying colouring really, and just get some pages done in books that I haven't done before. Try and also branch out a little bit more with my pages. So for example, backgrounds. And sky, I always do sky blue. So I have actually branched out a little bit this month, because I normally just do sky basic blue, kind of like this, just a basic sky. But instead I tried doing a sunset kind of sky, which ended up being very, very rainbow. I kind of just want to branch out a little bit more and experiment with things, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, it's fine. You just know, don't do that again. But yeah, I just want to be a little bit more brave and try out things that I haven't necessarily tried out before, and different colour combinations I wouldn't normally choose and stuff like that. So it's not really a goal, but it's just something I want to do. And YouTube wise, would probably just be continue to post on YouTube, to be honest, and continue to chat to people, and yeah, just keep consistent with posting, because it's something I really, really enjoy. Like I look forward to filming the videos and editing the videos and uploading them, and then people commenting on them, and me also commenting on other people's videos, and it's just a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. So I don't really have any YouTube goals as such. It's more just continue what I'm doing, and that's it really. So that's literally all 15 of the questions. As I said, I'll link the channels that I mentioned in the description below. I'll also put all of these questions in the description below as well, so that if you want to take part in this video, then please do, because it would be really fun to see your guys' answers, and yeah, I'll definitely love to watch them. So let me know also if you do create this video, and I'll check your video out as well. But I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and if you are subscribed to me and watch some of my other videos, thank you so much. It means a lot to me, and it's just, I've had a lot of fun this year starting my colouring channel and just talking to all of you guys. I've just found it really fun, so thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, if you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe if you would like to see more videos from me, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye for now.